People don't realize how often and how fast they just speak the words and say for the people. They be in mid-conversation and just say it for the people. I hear it every time. When they speaking that to existence, we just gonna be the face and name that they see keep coming and branding behind it. It really ain't nothing but them finally realizing who it is. It's just really seeing it get to the level where it's like, oh shoot, those guys, we are those people, but we doing this for other people. So we just keep trying to help other people and get together and work with those people that's trying to help with other people because we need each other to grow.
Okay, man.
It's good.
Can you explain to me or to the people that don't know what 4TP is, or like what does it mean, represent, what does it stand for to you? And then
Simplest way to put it, man, it's just for the people. Everything we do, everything we try to do is just doing something that we ain't never had and just doing it for the people that they may need it, may need the opportunity, they need the vision or direction or just somebody to say, hey, I seen him do it, so I can do it too. So it's just that motivation. Um, it ain't nothing we don't do. From mentoring, putting people, or giving, at least, like, even down to giving people jobs, opportunities to get themselves together. Um, the stuff that we don't have to do, but we do it anyway. So that's the way I can put it.
and what made you start 4TP?
It was just that time when you sit back and you look at some of the things that you probably should look at as a regret, not sticking with football, um, not going to medical school, just decisions that you make. And then I kind of had got myself out of school, graduated, and was working pharmaceuticals. And I just kept sitting there thinking, like, I was supposed to do this for the next 30 years, and all I was going to do was make sure I was straight. But I was like, dang, what about my mom? What they going to do? Like, this ain't enough money to take care of nobody. This ain't enough money that I could put anybody in position. So it was just taking that opportunity to say, like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something that, I was always told the only ways you can become successful is by being a doctor, being a ball player, and stuff like that. So when I learned, started reading and opening up the books that they was hiding a lot of the answers that we needed, figured out like, hey, man, there's a lot of stuff I can go show the people that we can do. And so that's what I strive to do every day. Is just live my life doing what I like to do and show people that they can do it too.
What would you say was the hardest thing for you starting 4TP?
Starting it from the bottom. Starting at ground zero. Like starting with $0 and building it piece by piece. And like, man, then just having people that was around that you thought was gonna hold you down in the tough times, and like when you losing certain stuff, and like, bro, you just don't, when you starting a business, especially with the information that we had at the time, like, bro, when my motor blew up, drove my truck off the road, like came back and just like dumped it. I mean, bro, when you going through that and you don't got nobody to back you but yourself, and I mean, I ain't want to use what other people use to start their businesses as black people. I ain't want to necessarily rely on the street money or something like that. I wanted to do it a different way, because that's what the OGs that was in the streets told me. Go do something different. Don't do what we do. Do something different. So it was like getting it out of the mud completely. No bank, no nothing. Just building it piece by piece.
And
How long ago did you get started? Like, and how long have you been doing that?
What have people been active since 2018? So this we are yeah we going on 6 years now. We started out first bail bonding, of course, to get my people out of jail. Um, then I left the pharmaceutical company because it was cutting my time working nights and weekends and stuff like that. So I came back home and was like, man, I'm going back to teach the kids and show them what I'm learning one by one. So we had a program called the Change Club that we started in the school. So we was taking the athletes and all the people that look like us and just putting them in a room and just having conversations about things that we're gonna do, writing down vision boards. And I mean, we went to colleges. We had dress up Wednesdays, like just starting a different track of what the way that people see us and what we doing, like having a club at that time. So we had females, like the young women was involved, and just like seeing everybody say, hey man, I'm staying after school to go to the Change Club meeting, and just having, just different conversations about money, where we trying to go, what we trying to do. And then, I mean, now we done sold the Bell Bonding Company, we done sold the lawn care company, but we still very busy with trucks, transporting exotic cars, motorcycles, detailing cars, pressure washing houses. Um, it's really nothing we don't do. Like we got a camp coming up.
Oh, yeah, in the football camp, right?
Yeah, yeah, 13th. And them ain't nothing but my partners. Them ain't even nobody I sent emails to asking them to come. Them people I called and said, hey, yo, what you got going on? I'm trying to do a camp. You free? Oh yeah, I'll be there. Simple as that.
What did the camp entail?
We got four former NFL players coming. We're gonna have a 1 day camp at the high school where we sponsor athletic programs for the basketball, football teams, and just the sports that we participated in. But we support the high school in general. But there was just a piece that was always missing when it came to certain sports. So that's where we try to step in and cover that gap personally. So it's just a 1 day camp at the high school where those guys will come back with a host of former college players. He played at Methodist. A couple of my other homeboys, we played at Pebble State together. Guys from ECU. So we got Vontae Leach, Jawan Thompson, Josh Sneed, and Greg Millhouse, who respectively had the opportunity in the league. So we're gonna see where the dogs at, man. We trying to see who the dogs in the county and the surrounding areas and put them together. And let's just compete. Let's get after it. Work.
For the ages of the people involved in the camp? Is it like young adults, or is it more like all included, like elementary school kids and high school kids?
So my guy right here is a park director. So he told me, uh, what you say you want to do? Middle school, high school, just middle school, high school athletes. But I want to see where the dogs that's in middle school that can already compete with the high schoolers, just to let them know, like, man, your resume might be a little old, a little tainted.
so where is there an end goal for CP?
Nah, can't be. Because we can't save everybody, but we're going to save who we can, while we can. But we're going to make sure we straight regardless. And the people that depend on us, that they straight. So I don't never see it ending. I don't never see it stop.
It's no stop where you see this. What would you even call this company? It's like a organization. It's like a collection of like-minded individuals trying to with one idea, right?
Yeah, it's
You know, where
basically all of the above.
where do you see it in 5 years, and where do you see it in 10 years? Because
Mm.
you mentioned that you know you do that. You're doing pharmacy for the next 30 years, but you can't do that anymore. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So in the next 5 years, 10 years, and then 30 years, where do you see?
I mean, man, this is huge already. So, I mean, I think only thing next is being state to state with it. We already are touching 2 to 3 states. I mean, and then like I got some partners that's big. We uh we connected with Atlanta, South Carolina, Virginia, um, yeah, all through parts of Georgia. So we were ripping and running through all those parts with guys that's 4TP. Um, I just feel like what's gonna happen in the next 5 years is we're gonna get to a global brand more so because we already got this on lock. This is already sold up. This is just global. So people really realizing what we doing and the moves we make. Like, I mean, we already got Raptors beat. So, mm-hmm. Ain't like we ain't even going as hard as we could yet. Like we building custom Harleys, everything. Like, and again with no street money. Like this is all hard work. So I don't know. I feel like we'll be doing exactly like to be. I don't even mean to say this, but I've said this before. Like, earn your leisure. I can't even say they started before us. We just was doing it in a sense that we ain't want. Like, I would say, like I always dim the light on us. Like I always be trying to fade in the back. I just started happening to say like, man, I'm about to shine a light on us. Like everybody else in the light acting like they making all the moves, but we just keep playing the background, but we really making the moves. So I'm just shining the light now, just to show people what we doing and what we about. But that don't mean we ain't trying to connect with everybody in everybody else city too. Cause there's other people that's doing it for their people too. So that's who I'm trying to meet.
And what would you say 4TP has just done for you, just in the way that you say you help people that need it or support the ones that don't really have it? What has 4TP kind of done for you, per se?
I mean, it's simply made dreams come true. Like I know I'm doing everything I dreamed of. I know I'm on the way. Like I used to dream of like having a Lamborghini. I done drove Lamborghinis all over the place, transported them all over the place. I mean, only thing about buying one is just it's it's possible. I mean, shoot, we got 5, 6 trucks. Like, could have bought a Lamborghini, but it ain't gonna make us no money. It ain't gonna help nobody else for us to be riding around in a Lamborghini. So, I mean, it's just the timing of it. I'm waiting on that right moment to pull the trigger. But for me, it's done just and this gave people around me opportunities. So just that, like being able to let your family, your brothers, anybody that need it, come get what they can till they get back on their feet, or if they want to stay. Like I don't think nobody could want more than to help somebody else. Like I'd be content, but I still be having that drive and itch to go. So I don't know. just continue to make my dreams come true. So I ain't gonna never stop. I don't know. I don't think it's nothing that it ain't done for me yet.
Now, how many what's some of the key people that help you with 4CP?
Key people that help me,
Mm-hmm.
the same people that's around me right now. We all still here. Even down to just saying, hey man, you go do it. We got you. I think you can do it. Even down to like, my man's right here was at work just sending me like sketched out designs of OTP before we was even able to make money like that. So, I mean, they all around. You talking about Pat, Nice. That's a product of us right there. Like, he got a whole art business. We gave him the whole blueprint coming out straight out of high school to be able to start an art business, making more money than a teacher in college as a freshman. So, I mean, it's just the same people. We just done connected with more people and keep connected with more people. I mean, dang, let's say who has helped me with OTP. That's around, I mean, it's the same people. A lot of people done played a role, man. Like, but as far as like getting it off the ground, it was just my close day ones that was there in the planning idea, ideas of thinking about it, like trying to figure out where we was gonna go, what we was gonna do. Same people. Ain't nobody changed.
Before you get up, so this is for what is it? We're trying to start a channel, shine a light on just what you're doing, so you can, get the message out to more people.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that, so we're trying to reach a bigger audience so we can get global, right? So what is something that they can do to like support, the growth?
What can they do? Same thing we doing. Keep touching they people. Like, cause it really ain't about us. That's the thing. Like, its name says it all. It really ain't about us. We coming regardless. But literally just saying, like, man, like people don't realize how often and how fast they just speak the words and say for the people. For the people. Like they be in mid conversation and just say it for the people. I hear it every time. So when people like, oh, I'm about to go do this I gotta go do this for these people. Like, I hear every time they speak that. So when they speaking that to existence, we just gonna be the face and name that they see keep coming and branding behind it and pushing it. Like, down to coming to Miami, having 4TP weekends, parties, pool parties. I mean, football camps. I mean, it's nothing they can do to stop it. I mean, we already got NFL players tied in. We already got rappers tied in. Like, we got people in Atlanta that is networking with Sony, Microsoft. I mean, Monster. We done did it all already. So it really ain't nothing but them finally realizing who it is. Because I got people that's in Atlanta that say, hey, I just seen when your trucks come through. So it's just really seeing it get to the level where it's like, oh shoot, those guys, I didn't know what they was. I didn't know what it is. Like a lot of people be like, oh, this is the Constitution, like we the people. Nah, we are those people, but we doing this for the people. So as long as people just doing it in their community, helping inspire the youth, changing the codes, changing the direction of where we headed, and just putting on, like, that's what all I want them to do. Like, I mean, I'm still, like I said, it's never gonna stop. So if I could do a football camp for the states, I would do it, and I give it away for free. We do back to school. This is our 6th year of doing back to school drives. We never had anybody pay for anything. Like he just shot my birthday party. I mean, nobody paid for anything, and then I threw the money away. So I mean, we just having fun, enjoying life and living life, but we just keep trying to help other people and get together and work with those people that's trying to help with other people because we need each other to grow. So if we working together, we gonna get there. So I mean, God already got his plan, and we with that. Kendrick.
You're it. You're him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and coming on that golf course too. 'Cause that's the part that they don't think.